In this video, I will show you how you can build your own Bitcoin blockchain with Python, but in a slightly simpler way. So you don't have to be a hacker or a senior software developer to build a blockchain on your own. Hey guys, my name is Lucas. I'm a software developer from Germany, and if you're new to this channel, I want to show you how you can learn Python with real-world projects like building your own blockchain. And before we start this video, I want to credit Michael Chrupkala, who did a blog post on Medium about building his own blockchain in Python, and I'm just stealing his idea, so if you want to check out the original, just look in the description, there will be a link to the blog. Now let's grab a cup of tea and start the video. So basically, before we start this video, we have to think about what blockchains really are. So I took the iPad from my girlfriend and show you with a drawing. So as the name already said, we have some kind of blocks. And every block contains a value. And these values can be a transaction and also the date. And most importantly, there is a hash of the previous block. So every block contains a set of numbers, just put it together from the build upon of the previous block. So if we build a new block, there is a hash of the previous block. Now if we want to change something inside of the block, we have to change all the previous blocks. So that's how blockchain is so secure, because you can't change anything without changing anything before that block. So that's very important. And now that you have a basic understanding of blockchain works, let's go into coding. So the first thing we have to do is to import some libraries. We have to import hashlib, json and time. All these things are built in Python, which is so great, so you don't have to install any other modules. Then we define the class blockchain. And after we define it, we have to init it. So we init it with an empty chain, with empty pending transactions, and also we create a new block, which is our initial block for this blockchain. Next, we define a function called newBlock, which creates a new block, and it takes a proof and the previous hash. So we create the block with the index, the timestamp, and all the transactions which came in till now, and also put in the proof and the previous hash of the block. Now we clean up the pending transactions and append this to our chain. The next thing is that we want to get the property of the last blocks, so we just write a small function for this and give the last entry of our chain back. The next thing is that we have to define a function called newTransactions, which gets in the sender, the recipient, and the amount. Now we can build a transaction out of this and append our pending transactions with this transaction. The next thing is the hash. So we want to build a hash with the new transactions and with the block we just created, which then will be used in the first function we defined. So in the code there are two small errors, which I will fix now. In the init function, I forgot to put in the self and define it as a function. And in the hash function, we said json.dump, but it needs to say json.dumps, so I forgot an S here. And after we did this, now let's check if the blockchain works. So we define a new blockchain with our class blockchain. So now we put in new transactions. So transaction 1 is maybe blockchain.newTransaction, and Ali is sending me some Bitcoin, maybe 15 Bitcoins because he's rich. And now we say he's also, and now I'm sending some Bitcoins from me to Angus, something like 5, because I want to share the money I got. And now we have to make a new block, so we have to say blockchain.newBlock and with a proof. And now we want to print out the blockchain to see if it works, blockchain.chain. So save this, run it, and as we can see, we have built our own blockchain. So keep in mind, this is a very simplified version of a cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or blockchain or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get another reason why you should learn Python, there are more in this video. Because as you can see, Python has great built-in modules. And if you never want to miss a new video from your favorite YouTuber, check out this video. And I see you in the next one.